brought to you by Skylock Heating and Cooling. Everybody records the term Go Green, but how about Save Green? Skylock Heating and Cooling can do both. For a limited time, they can install the Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system in your home and save you money on your energy bills and save you up to $1,200 instantly with Carrier Cool Cash. Put some green back in your wallet. Call Skylock Heating and Cooling for a free estimate. Skylock Heating and Cooling, the Carrier in Kennedy is about 260.
260, that's right. Sandy, his mother went to high school with her.
She is just a really nice lady. Enjoyed talking to her.
Yeah.
She told us, here's the kick, and we're underway. It's going to be the short kick. Going to be off the ground. And I think Paintsville is going to come up with it. It looks like it out at about the 43-yard line. Paintsville touching it, and it'll be Paintsville's ball. Wow. Well, that was close, Andy, to start right away.
It sure was. There was the bottom of the pile. I'm sure Paintsville put it out at the bottom because it was a loose ball when everybody hit the ground.
Yep. Deaton will be your quarterback. You'll see in the backfield Nehemiah Donald. You see Dylan Brown maybe as much on a wing or a slot as you will in the backfield, but we're set to go. Big series, I think, Randy, right away for Paintsville.
No doubt about it. I know the John Central will bring the heat.
They've got a great field position. They are at the 45-yard line. Deaton back there, along with Brown.
Single back,
man in motion. They're going to give it inside. Goddard takes it up the middle for about 3. He'll take it right into the 48-yard line. So Goddard will pick up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Deaton will get the play coming in, number 5 with the play. Let's see who that's coming in.
Craig Reynolds.
Craig Reynolds coming in.
He's a 6'3" sophomore, 210 pounds.
All right, so Reynolds will bring the plays in and out. Twins both ways. Again, Donner's in the backfield with Deaton at the quarterback. Here's the snap. Deaton wants to throw. He's got a man and throws wide of him, behind him a little bit. The receiver out there.
Number 3, that was Dylan Brown.
Dylan Brown.
He's covered by number 3. And I said he covered by number 3. Welch was on him.
So that's going to be incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Got good protection through it quick, Randy.
Right there, a little slant, maybe it looked like a 3-step drop spot.
It was. Again, they'll go wide outs both ways. And they've got Brown out there, along with Butcher to the right. Man comes in motion. Here's the snap. Inside the Dodgers. Got a little bit of running room. Going to get it out near the first down. He's going to be knocked down to Johnson Central. 49, maybe 48-yard line. Randy, here we go. First big decision. 4th and about 1. Maybe a long one for the Tigers.
I think they're going to punt. Maybe not.
Eaton's taking a long look. And will they punt?
It's more than one spot. It looked like about 4th and 4.
Okay, well, they moved it back now to the 49-yard line and probably will cut it out of here now. Dean's going to go into the shotgun. They don't look like they're going to punt it.
They're on punt formation now.
Jason Kenner, he is rolling the dice immediately. Man in motion again, and now we're going to get a whistle. What are we going to get? Timeout Johnson Central is, they were expecting punt, Randy, and 3rd and 1. Man in motion again. Here's the snap. Might have moved too soon outside. That's Goddard. He's going to be knocked down for a loss of about 2. Back to about the 47-yard line. Wide receiver left way ahead of time out there, no call. That was number 2, Andy Penix, but it's going to bring up 4th and about 4 again.
He was tackled there by Casey Brown, 6'2", he's 260. The size they gave us early was 200, but he's a little bigger than that.
I'll tell you what, he works like he's 260 and quick, doesn't he? Nice job. He got in there and blew that thing up immediately. I mean immediately. Goddard couldn't get off, but he couldn't get off the mark.
I think they're going to punt this time.
It looks like they will punt, and back deep is Ian Welch and J.K. Hall. Here's the snap. It's a good one. The kick is on the way, and Welch says, I want to take it. Going to be hit immediately, and down at about the 90 for football. Kicking off the Ample weekend, and the Ample ball is slapped to the right. Man in motion, J.K. Hall. They give it to him, coming to the right, looking for a block, gets away from one man, looking for another block. That's some running room up the sideline. He's loose. One man to beat, one blocker downfield. Hall, he's at the 30, the 20, the 15, and dropped down at the 7-yard line. Got J.K. Hall in, put him on the wing, put him on the motion and handed it to him, and he'll just take it from his own 19 to the 8-yard line. And if we figure that up, it's 42 and 31 of his 73 yards on the run.
Ian blocked about 3 at one time on that one, Spot.
I'm sorry, Scott, go ahead.
I said that Ian blocked about 3 different ones on that one block that he put down here.
The best block he made was the one that he didn't make. The guy had the back turned to him, and he held up and turned around and looked for somebody else, and that was a great one. We got a timeout on the field. Paintsville needs to talk about it. While we got the timeout, we'll take a 1-minute break and be back. 6:19, Johnson Central leading at 8-0 in the first. We'll be back. Johnson Central is going to get the ball at the 8-yard line. They'll give it to Chase Richardson, and he'll be hammered at about the 7. Knocked down there. Pretty good job by the Paintsville defense that time. Richardson, second carry. He's got 2 carries, 9 yards, but his big play is a 73-yard jaunt for J.K. Hall.
We saw him come in and touch the ball. Wolford County's back and go 38 yards this time. He got it for 70.
Yeah. Big lineman was trying to get to number 2, and he just couldn't catch up to blocking good. That's all. Full house set, Johnson Central. They're going to give the belly. No, they're going to keep it. Dennis Dillon's going to walk into the end zone. He had knee fake. Nice fake by the 2 running backs. Dennis Dillon takes it in from 5 yards out. Johnson Central back on the board with 5:38 in the first as they lead at 14. Wide to the left, that's going to be Bratton. To the right on the wing is going to be... We'll get a timeout. I'm not sure what they're talking about.
The down or something.
Well, they say first down. I thought he was in the end zone.
He was.
He was first, second, or third.
Yeah, it don't matter.
No. Here we go. Got double wings, wide out is Bratton. Double tights, one man in the backfield. Welch comes in motion. He's going to try to take it in, steps over one runner or blocker, and he's into the end zone. Dylan Brown just missed his goal with his feet, and Ian Welch on the reverse is in for the score. 16-0 Johnson Central. We're back in 30 seconds.
58 seconds off the clock and went 3 plays.
I'm going to tell you what, last week it went so quick I couldn't keep up with it, and I couldn't keep up with you. I was trying to still write stuff down, and they were scoring again. So Johnson Central's wide open attack. What was it, Chase
16-0.
Chase Richards' daddy said, we ain't got no speed when they talked to him before the game on our calling show. Got no speed, but we're pretty good. I think they've been going off for a long distance for no speed.
I have no doubt about it. Wolford County too supposed to be real fast, and they outran them.
Ian Welch leaves it on the ground. Finally going to be picked up by Brown. He's loose right up the middle. One man to stop him, and he's hit from behind. J.K. Hall hits him, and they're going to get a penalty on Johnson Central. I think might be a face mask.
I don't know if it's a face mask, and maybe taunting after the play.
You think?
That may be, just, I don't, it looked like a Welch took his leg in. We'll see what they say.
We'll see. First foul.
Simple. Face mask.
Scott, were you down on that side where you could see it?
No, I wasn't. I was blocked by some of the players when they was moving down on the run, but motions are very high down here on Johnson Central sideline, and on the field they've had to tell both the teams to kind of cool it off a little bit.
Short field, a chance to get back in this one, Randy.
They sure do, and they quick score offense themselves.
They are a pretty quick score offense. But 2 in the backfield. Well, now they're going to make it three wides, and now they'll move Deaton out. Deaton is going to run at the wide receiver. Going to throw it down the field to him and over his head. Tried to put him in motion and send him down the middle. He was a receiver for Paintsville for a couple of 3 years, and tried to put him well that time.
Looked like number 3 was quarterback's back. Also, Dylan Brown, what he did was he locked on Deaton the whole way. As soon as he got the ball, he looked him all the way in. If the defensive backs will pick that up, or coaching staff can tell him stuff, or he looked the receiver all the way.
They picked it up. The safety was over the top in good position. The ball was just thrown over the head. And I think we'll see Brown or Deaton will be back at the quarterback. He's got 2 in the backfield with him this time. Twins to the right. Now the man is in motion again. He's going to give it outside to Donner. Donner trying to get to the outside. Going to be hit, knocked down. Big tackle, J.K. Hall. And then J.K. goes down. Let me tell you what, when you hit Nehemiah Donner, it'll hurt a little bit. And J.K. goes down right there.
He's a pretty good sized kid too. 6 foot, 180 pounds. Plus runs real quick. So
he's pretty tough. And J.K. hit him low around his pads down there, the thigh pads. I think he got just dinged a little bit. He'll come out of the game. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for Paintsville. 4 carries now, 7 yards for Nehemiah. 15 coming into the ball game. That's Cody Reynolds.
Still 3rd and long.
3rd and 7. That was a good technical one-on-one out there. Here we go. From about the 24-yard line, left hash, 2 in the backfield again, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout, Paintsville.
Jason Kenner thought they were running out of time, or they weren't in the set they wanted to be in. 4:54 on the clock, first quarter, 16-0. Johnson Central, we're back in 1 minute. Well, here we go. Tigers 3rd and 7 from the Johnson Central 24. And it was a nice return by Dylan Brown, and then the penalty tacked on for face mask. And they've got it deep. Need a big play here. 3rd and 7. Man goes in motion to the right. Here's the snap. And they're going to get it inside. And the ball looked like it was on the ground. I couldn't tell if Donner lost the ball on the handoff from Deaton or not. I think he got it, but they'll lose about a yard, and it'll bring up 4th and about 8.
That's
Yes, sir.
On the hit with J.K., looks like we went low. He just took a knee to the top of that helmet. He's a little woozy right there on the sideline.
I believe he is, Scott. You could tell immediately from up here when we looked. It was almost immediate. So keep an eye on him, if you will. Trips to the right. Empty backfield. Quads across the front. Deaton takes the snap. He looks, wants to throw, runs and draws. Got some running movement, runs right into big 56. And
Ryan
Harlow and Casey Brown got hit when he was on the ground, tried to get up. Big 75 knocked him down again. Pretty close to being a late hit, but I'll give you Casey a lot of credit. He was coming hard, and he just simply got up, walked away, and said, "You can't talk me into it. I'll play ball. That's what I'll do." So the loss, or nothing there.
Down on downs.
On the draw play, and it's going to be Johnson Central's ball at their 25-yard line. So after giving up the kickoff return and after having the penalty tag back, they still hold. Full high set, going to turn inside, straight up the middle, got Chase Richardson open, looking for a block, cuts to the outside, going to be hit once and drugged down at the Paintsville 40-yard line. That will be good for 41 yards and a Johnson Central first down. Randy, a new wrinkle. You know that, Randy? That was a new wrinkle. They ran Chase on a trap, straight up the middle. He burst out, gave it to him, and you won't see that often. That is a new wrinkle.
But it worked efficiently.
Yes, it did. 20, 25, 35 yards on the carry. 44 for Chase now on 3 carries and a touchdown.
16-0 Johnson Central in the first quarter.
3:35 in the first. Johnson Central to Paintsville 40. Here's the snap, the inside counter again to Chase. Chase takes it for about 5. they'll actually mark it to about 34 to be good for about 6, and this is a chess match. Johnson Central is running counter action against them and trying to get the defense to fly to the first movement of the quarterback. Man hurt coming off the field.
So Alex Rice.
So Alex Rice limped a little bit, but I think he'll come back, no doubt about it. It is second down and a long 4 for Johnson Central. Double wing, double tights. Man in the backfield is Chase Richardson. They're going to give a turn off the right side. Bounces outside, got him by the collar, gets away from one, another one, and drags a couple to the 25-yard line. That's going to be good for 9 more yards in a Johnson Central first down. 59 yards now for Chase Richardson on 5 carries. Marked it at the 25, and Paintsville's hitting them hard.
Tag. The
flag, and what's it going to be?
I was looking at Johnson Central's.
Yep. They call unsportsmanlike conduct on Johnson Central.
This is like everyone's in the huddle, so they had to say something.
Somebody has said something, maybe about a face mask, or you missed this, or you missed that.
They don't need to talk to officials at all. They do their job, and you do your job.
Coach Jim Matney is upset. He's out there pointing a finger at somebody big time, and now he is really demonstrative about it. He is upset. He's saying, let's play ball. Let's not get into this.
Well, it was on the 25-yard line. Now we're on the 40 spot.
First and 25 for the Golden Eagles, and Jim Matney said, I got to have a timeout because I want to talk to you a little bit. 2:55 on the clock. First quarter, 16-0 Johnson Central. We're back in 1 minute. Double wing wide to the left. They're going to give it to Ian Welch. Got some running room. Gets the block outside. Looking for a couple more. Tries to step back under one. He's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Johnson Central. Ian Welch off of the wing for the touchdown. He'll go 40, and the Golden Eagles overcome the penalty. 2:43. They'll go on the board. Randy, they scored the touchdown. And I got to believe that Coach Matney's 60 seconds in the timeout had nothing to do with the play call.
No. I think he was telling them to keep their mouth shut. We're playing football here. We're not in the mouthing conversation with the referee. He was adamant too out there about it. He wasn't calm.
Oh, he wasn't calm at all. He was giving his team down the road. 40 yards, first official carry for Ian Welch, a touchdown. He is in with the third score for Johnson Central. They go for the 2. The snap count. Dillon wants to throw, got double coverage out there. Welch goes up, knocked away.
He cut back and let his blocker get in front of him and got in the end zone.
Did a great job and a nice cut back. And that's exactly right. Welch will kick it down the sideline. Going to be touched back there at about the 30-yard line and out over the 36-yard line, and that's as far as they'll go. Ball brought up that time by Dylan Brown. And down. And Paintsville having another flag on the play.
Well, I didn't see that when I was looking down and writing.
Neither one of us saw it. I was writing also, so let's see what it is. It's going to be on Johnson Central again, and Coach Jim Manley's going to be beside himself if this gets into how many penalties now, Marty, for Johnson Central. It's going to be at 15, 30, and this will be 45, I guess.
Third ball, personal foul,
Johnson Central. The thing they got to be careful here is that if they continue to get these personal fouls, if the same kid gets another personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct, he could get thrown out of the game if he gets thrown out. He doesn't play the next game. So you got to be careful. Mark it at the Johnson Central 49-yard line, and Paintsville has great field position once again. Butcher is wide to the right along with Dylan Brown. Dauber is in the backfield. 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Here comes Deaton. Deaton's going to get hit and knocked down right there. Ball on the ground. And Johnson Central.
I was saying down. The referee's coming across saying down.
I think the referee's going to say second down.
Yeah, it is. The one came from the far side. Spike said he was down.
Okay, so he had the best look at it. That was a big hit from somebody out of the
number 42, Bratton.
That was a great hit. And for Paintsville, nothing there for Tyler Deaton. He has 3 carries now, 4 yards in the game. 2nd and 10 for Paintsville. Trips to the right.
To the other side.
Empty backfield. Beaton in the backfield. Here's the snap. Low snap. Fields it. Kicks it out to Donner. That's a ball that's on the ground, and they're going to say incomplete. Wow. That's pretty close to a backward pass because Donner had to reach back for it. Went the other way to get it. And that is hugely close. Jim Matney is saying, gosh, guys, we just got a fumble. In his mind, they got a fumble. And Scott, was it a fumble?
Yes, twice.
Was it a fumble?
It was a fumble.
It was a fumble.
Because he was behind the line of scrimmage.
I know the first one. Was it a fumble?
The first one it was, yes, sir.
All right, so 2 fumbles. It was thrown behind the line of scrimmage and backwards from the line of scrimmage. 2 big breaks for the Tigers. Wideouts both ways again. Dollars in the backfield, 3rd and 10. Deaton takes the snap. They had the man start too quick again. Here's the ball overthrown as Deaton will throw it away.
He was throwing it away because 56 was bearing down on him.
Nick Harlow coming after him, and the secondary had good coverage out on the flat, brings up 4th.
But you know what's going to happen to Spike, well, in Paintsville, like Wolford County, what happened was once that they got behind, then they would start taking 3 or 5 and 7 step drops. That's when Central really tees off on you. Early in the game, it's taking 3-step drops and trying to get them completed, but now they're behind, and they're going to take the long routes and long steps.
And you feel more pressure also, I think, to try to alleviate the pass rush and catch up. Paintsville apparently will kick it away now. This
punting position.
4th, and they are punting position. That's what we see. And there's a snap. And
fake,
Here's the fake, and they're trying to go to the left. Loosely, and Brown is going to be hit over there. Dylan Brown is hit at about the Johnson Central 44-yard line on the fake snap. And I don't know who made the hit. Scott, who got the hit on the sideline.
Was that Oosley?
Scott, who got the hit?
Yes.
Did you see who got the big hit?
I believe that was Chase Richardson who got the big hit.
Richardson outside, and Oosley was given...
Oosley 17 and Richardson 7, so it could...
I thought Oosley was trailing, but he was on the far side where I was at, but I think Richardson was in there.
That'll be Johnson Central's ball, so they've gone for it twice, and they've not made it. Johnson Central has it at their own 44-yard line. 1:26 to go in the first quarter. Johnson Central, wing to the left, Mason Dillon. Double tight end. Here's the give off the left side. That's Bratton. Bratton trying to get outside will get it maybe to the 45-yard line, maybe the 46, and the officials going to say he went down at the 44-yard line. Jeremy Bratton will be his first carry, and
no game.
Maybe 2nd and 10. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Clock runs down to exactly 1 minute here in this first quarter.
22-0 Johnson Central.
Big crowd tonight.
Oh, absolutely. We expected that.
Yeah, we did. On the wing on the right, they're going to toss it outside to Dillon. Dillon's trying to get some running room. Steps through, going to be dragged down maybe a yard short of the first down. See what the official's going to give him a pretty good spot this time. I thought his knee went down about a yard short.
First down.
They're going to mark the first down. Nathan Dillon has a first down run, and it'll be the Golden Eagles at the Paintsville 45-yard line. 23 yards now for Dillon in the game. Big runs have been by Welch and by J.K. All tonight. It's a little bit of a change-up to the 1-2 duo.
And plus it gives Richardson and Dillon a little bit of break also.
Probably the last play of this half. Double wings again. Man in the backfield. Richardson, he is in.
Pass, wide open, Ian Welch.
Dennis Dillon wants to throw. He's immediately pressured and goes down. And had one-on-one on the outside. Ian Welch walks back with the defender.
About one-on-one. How about Welch was about 10 yards behind him.
Still.
Welch.
Well, Randy, remember Here's the big one, 49 yards. Ian Welch again off of the flanker reverse, and he takes it in untouched. Actually, he had one man, and he just
stitched on him
and went on by him for the touchdown. Ian Welch, 2 touchdowns, 89 yards now in the ball game, and just like that, first play, second quarter, Johnson Central scores 28-0, and the kick Davis is going to be good.
That's good, huh?
So Davis is up and in. Johnson Central now leading at 29-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and if you want to, we'll run outside with some pretty good speed. And Ian Shanks one out of ball from about the 30-yard line. It's up in the student section, I think. They will never get that ball back.
No, he's looking at Welch. He's looking at see if he'll throw it back over to him.
He's looking.
Marty said take after his mother. Yeah. I'm glad Marty said that. I didn't.
Me and you both. Anyway, well, he did a good job on the run, so we'll give him credit. He takes after his mother. She runs like that when she chases you. All right.
You want some numbers, Spike?
Yep, give them to me.
All right, it went 56 total yards, took 1 minute 40 seconds off the clock, and went 4 plays.
56 yards.
So it looked like they picked up exactly like they did last week. And also stuff that Paintsville putting everybody in the box and stuff like they're running on the outside of them. They should know all the teams so far Central's played just tried that same trick and the same results as Central's had.
And Paintsville's going to go to the spread. They're going to send everybody out, nobody in the backfield with Deaton. Doddering goes in motion. They're going to give it to him coming on the motion. And he's going to make a couple yards out of it with the ball on the ground. A lot of crowd noise. Scott, a lot of noise over there like there was a fumble. Was there anything happening?
No, he held on to the football. Number 42 just laid a big lick on him over here, but he held on to the football.
Yep, Brett is tough, isn't he?
He's a true linebacker.
He will hit you, no doubt about it. Give him 2 on the carry. He's got 6 carries, 10 yards. They've done a good job of keeping Daughter in check so far. 11-15 in the second quarter, 29-0 Johnson Central. Dylan Brown will go along with Butcher to the right.
The guy on the radio needs also to tell Jimmy Guest that Johnson Central's scoring off.
Yeah, tell Mike, whatever his name is, that Johnson Central scored 4 times. They lead it 29-0. Yell down and tell him, Mike. Here's the throw outside to Daughter. A slip screen. He's trying to get outside with no place to go. Good job as he's knocked down at about the 35-yard line. That's going to be a pass. It's actually going to lose a yard.
It looks like Oozley and Richardson and 62, isn't it? Scott?
Yeah, nice job.
Travis Scott.
They covered it good, Randy, outside in. He was covered outside, tried to cut back inside underneath of the blocks, and now we're going to get another penalty. And what's it going to be this time? They're going to call something on the sideline?
Let me see. It may be.
They're going to call the coach. This is going to be a warning, I guess. I think that's the coach, offensive coordinator, Jimmy Daniels, was trying to talk to his quarterback, and the official said you got to be off the field. You can't be off the field. So that's just a warning, sideline warning.
I think that's a point of emphasis this year also.
It must be. They've done it a lot. 10:28 to go here in the ball game. They're in the first half. 29-0. Johnson Central trips to the right. Twins to the left. Deep to throw. Runs to low. Going to be hit by Richardson and going to be hit.
Fumble.
The ball's loose and they're going to say.
I think they said down.
And that's going to be Casey Brown and the big tackles and Richardson. So they'll knock him down for a loss back to the 30, a 5-yard loss for quarterback.
Exactly. They sent all the receivers down a long pattern. We said that if you take a 7-step drop against Johnson Central, you're going to pay it. Sure enough, Spike, I counted his steps. He went back 7 for a long, deep pass, and he's hit the ground.
And they threw a couple nice little crossing patterns in the first half. I think we've got to continue to pick at you and go. And they'll kick it away. Welch is back along with J.K. Hall at about their own 40-yard line. Brown takes a snap, and we got movement. Nobody ready. I'm not sure what happened. That's got to be illegal procedure. I think the ball was snapped before the linemen were ever set.
The referee's talking to one of the Paintsville kids. I don't think he's real happy.
Yep, illegal procedure. Take it back 5 from the 30 to the 25-yard line. And
Welch and Hall's pretty good punt returners too. They better watch out because they liable to score 6 on them here.
Don't want to get them back there in a good situation. Todd Lewis, a freshman, is in on the right side out there. So we got Jim Madden. He sneaks a youngster in right here. Looking for the fake. He's going to come hard. Lewis, here's the kick. Low line drive kick. Welch is going to take it. Tries to come to the right. Looks for some running room. Steps outside. It'll be hit by one man and brought down. He'll get about 5, but he was about a player and a half away from turning it loose, Randy. You're right. He had the opportunity. But Johnson Central, again, good field position at their 47-yard line.
It's like that all 3 plays went backwards for Paintsville that time.
It did indeed. 9-10 on the clock. Scott, what's the feeling on the sideline? Still jacked up over there?
Still very hyped up. And Coach Madden telling them, don't keep the fire in your eyes. Keep going out there and keep going at it.
Tell them to keep the fire in their eyes and hit somebody, but keep their mouth shut, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's told them. In not those kinds of words, but yeah, he told them that way.
He said a little tougher than we might have said. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to pitch outside. J.J. Jude got some running room, and J.J. just put his head down and decided to run over somebody, and I believe he would cut right or left either one. He gets big yardage. Scott, could he have gone on that one? I don't think Scott heard me there. J.J. Jude will get it. Junior Wright Auto Sales out at Nippa. Boy, they got some nice looking trucks and cars out there. You need to go see them right on Route 23. These sponsors are First Down Measurements, and Johnson Central's got this, I think. Haven't missed this year yet, have I?
First down, baby.
Thank you, Scott. Whispering in my ear, tell me that. First down, J.J. Jude gets a 10-yard route.
I think it's because Danny Johnson is up here confusing you, Spike.
Is that what it is?
That's exactly it.
That's Danny's whole thing, is to try to confuse people.
And if you listen to the pregame, you'll understand why we said that.
I don't know about him. 2 in the backfield, man on the wing, and they're going to toss it outside. And this time, Jude's not going to get anything, and they're going to get a play. It's going to be a block in the back, and it's going to be on Chase Richardson, and a nice job. Patrick Butcher coming up inside of Richardson. They're going to get him a block in the back 10 yards plus. It'll be where the flag was thrown.
Throw it at the 46-yard line.
I'd almost take the play and make it go 2nd and 16 as opposed to take it back 10 yards and make it 1st and 21.
Especially since John Central's not a real known for their passing game.
Give it to Welch and let him run the reverse.
He's been successful this year on that play.
Twice tonight. It's a big decision. They'll look over at the sideline. This is something they wouldn't let you do years ago. The officials, you started to look at the coaches when I was coaching. They got man of the player. They made the player make the decision. And but now they let them look at the coach. And I think that's a great rule. I think it's good that they can get the input. Coach one knows what he wants to do. So they will decline it. And J.J. Jude's going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards on the play.
It was a good tackle by Paintsville. Kid, it was a good one-on-one tackle.
Yeah, Butcher came sliced through there and got it. No doubt about it. 2nd and 17. Jude is on that wing to the left. And there outside is Welch. Welch trying to get around the man down the sideline. Got it inside. Dropped it. Oh, my. Dropped it inside the 25-yard line, and he slaps his head like, man, oh, man. Dennis Dillon, not known as a throwing quarterback, but he laid that in stride, didn't he?
He did. You're right. He was right there in Welch's hands. No doubt about that one.
You could almost see that play developing, though, because they had the one-on-one out there. They had nobody over the top on it. You knew that they were going to go to that second. It should be 3rd down, guys.
Well, they didn't reach you. They heard you. There it is.
There you go. 3rd and 17. Again, the slot is to the left. Wide out is Bratton this time. Man in motion is Richardson, and he's going to be knocked down and backed by number 9. That's going to be Tyler Deaton shooting in there, making a great play. It's going to be a loss of another 4 yards, and it's going to ring out 4th down for Johnson Central. And that's not something that they're used to. I don't know if they punted last week at all. Trying to remember.
If so, one. I'm trying to think two, but that's stat I keep, huh?
Spike, they punted in the their second possession last week.
Second possession, that was it. And we're punting here in the second quarter. 7:43, the clock runs. They lead at 29-0. Here's the snap. Ian Welch going to fake and go run up the sideline. Got some running room. He's got the first down and more. And Ian Welch is going to go for the touchdown. 55 yards on the fake. Unbelievable. The Golden Eagles are on the board again. Unreal. Who would have thought? Fake punt. Scott, what happened on that side? Nobody defensively out there. Are you there, Scott?
Sorry, Spike, it's so loud down here. I couldn't hear a thing you said.
I say, what happened there? On the sideline, no defenders there at all.
I think that was all, that wasn't a design play for him, but I think Manny did give him the choice. If you see that opening, he was expecting the rush, saw that opening, take off with it. That was just all Ian on his own on that.
Davis kicks one out of the parking lot into the cars on the other side there, and Johnson Central leads it 36-0. We're back in 30 seconds. Kicks off on the ground, down the middle. It'll be touched right there, but moves it back. Somebody's got to pick it up. Finally, they do. That's Witcher trying to find a little running room. Going to be hit and knocked down at the 21-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will take over as Lester put a knuckleball on the ground. That was a tough one to field. That ball's all over the place.
It was. I got the numbers now.
Thank you.
All right, ready? Went 54 total yards, 1 minute, 16 seconds off the clock, and went 4 plays.
Well, they've got drives of 4, 3, 4, 4, and 4. And the longest drive of the night is 1 minute and 40 seconds. 7:16. Johnson Central leading at 36-0 here in the second quarter. Deaton is in the backfield. Dotter is back there with him. Here's the snap. Deaton wants to throw. Rose to his right. He's going to throw it deep down the sideline. And Ian Welch falling down on his back. Whoa, what a catch. Ball thrown to the outside. Both of them running to the inside. Turn, and as he was falling down, makes the interception at the Johnson Central 45-yard line. They finally tested him one-on-one with somebody, and he comes up with the interception.
That's a wrong one to do that, Spike, because I talked to his dad. He had me in the booth with us. He got a letter from Georgia. He had an official visit to Tennessee. He got a letter from Kentucky. Got a letter from Purdue. Got a letter from Duke. I know of. I'm sure they know it, but I'm just saying as a defensive back. So I think that's a wrong one.
Both he and the receiver were turned to the inside running, and he was running in perfect position. The ball thrown behind a little bit, and he made an adjustment and falling down made the catch on his back. What a catch. First down, Johnson Central. J.J. Jude still in the backfield. They're going to give it to the second man through. That's J.J. Jude, and he'll go for about 12 all the way down to about the 43-yard line of Paintsville. It'll be a first down, Johnson Central.
Looks like they also got some new linemen in. Spike Josh McCarty, a junior, 6'2", 215, number 50. He's a new lineman there.
We'll try to pick up some new numbers for Johnson.
I just haven't noticed him. Matter of fact, he's center, and they moved Lackey, which is 53. He moved him out to a tackle.
Yellow number center, going to give it inside again. That's going to be straight up the middle. That's going to be Bratton. No, that's going to be Chase Richardson down to about the 35-yard line.
Also Spike 54, that's Tim Fairchild's 5'10", 230 junior. That's another new kid in.
9 yards for Richardson, 64 yards now on 7 carries. Ian Welch, 3 carries, 144 yards and 3 touchdowns. Every time he's touched it, he's scored. Second down and a short 2 for Johnson Central. Dillon takes the snap, runs into each other, but still gets the ball inside to his brother on the inside counter down to about the 30-yard line, and should be enough, about 5 yards and enough for the first down.
Yeah, right back coming. 6:08 left in the second quarter. Johnson to lose 36-0.
You're doing a good job of keeping the score up front of you. You evidently had people call you and say, Randy Spike went over the score, so will you?
How about 40 or 50 people? You'd be surprised.
Your email address.
I was going to say, you shouldn't be surprised, but you don't believe how many people listen to us.
Here's the pitch outside, trying to have some running room. Out to the outside, got some room, and that's going to be number 11.
I think that's Pelfrey, isn't it? Yeah, Jordan Pelfrey.
Jordan Pelfrey. Hey, Scott.
I'm here.
Who is that out there, Jordan Pelfrey?
That's a Pelfrey, and that's got Rattler blood in him. That's mine.
All right. Related to Scott. 8 yards, Scott.
I think he can run a little faster than Scott.
Well, he runs faster than you.
Oh, that's just a hearsay. You got to see, we've had races before.
Great Scott, that's what he said. 2nd and 2, Johnson Central, ball marked at about the 22-yard line. Pelfrey is on the wing. He'll go in motion. Here's the snap. Dillon fakes, wants to throw, trying to get it outside of man, and they got holding all over the place out there.
Going to be defensive holding on Paintsville.
About 3 of them held him. Who was that?
Yeah, you pick.
97 was the man. Who's 97 for Johnson?
I don't know him on the roster, though.
We know who he is. He just wears a different number all the time. But they held him about 3 times. He was loose. She got a hold of him. He was gone. There was no doubt about it. So they'll move it to the. Looks like they're going to move it down to somewhere around the 15-yard line. Mark it from the line of scrimmage, which would be about the 22. Haven't marked it yet.
No, they haven't. Central broke the huddle and they're looking for the ball.
No, so line of scrimmage is the 22, a 10-yard penalty. Should be the 12. Where you at? 12-yard line. Johnson Central, they have 1st and 10 at the 12. They could make a first down. Dennis Dillon changing the play at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get another whistle as we're going to get... Now we're going to see somebody move Johnson Central.
I think it's outside. Did you see? What? Oh,
Johnson Central's outside. Somebody got in the stance outside, so we'll move it back 5, bring it back to the 17-yard line. Johnson Central 45, now 50 yards in this first half.
Even on the offense, even though they do line up like that, isn't it still illegal procedure for them and stuff there? Instead of an offside?
It's supposed to be. There's another term for it besides offsides. Encroachment.
Yeah.
So they move it back to the 17. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 17. Here's the snap. They're going to give it inside, straight up the middle, and all the way to the 1-yard line. And that's a new. Is that Pelfrey?
No, it's 21. That's Zach Sayer.
Zach Sayer.
5'7", 130-pound sophomore.
16 yards on the play for Sayer, all the way to the 1-yard line. Now they're going to say, I'll take that back. I thought he was at the 1. He's at about the 6. I'm sorry.
So that's a long ways. We're at the opposite end of the field where Johnson is playing right now.
So it's 11 yards for Zach, and it's 2nd and about 2 for Johnson Central. The snap. They're going to give it inside again and hit at maybe the 5, maybe the 4. Paintsville, a lot of blue jerseys in there that time on the running back. We'll have to take a look now because it's hard to see all the way down there, but that was Sayers again, wasn't it?
It was. Yes, it was.
He'll pick up about a yard.
In fact, I think his father may have played for you, Spike.
He did indeed. 2nd generation. That's what when your football team starts, your program starts bringing 2nd and 3rd generation, and that's when you start getting pretty good. What are you looking at me for? You mean I coached that long ago? Okay. It's 3rd and long one. Dillon under center, takes the snap, going to give it to Sayers. Sayers in for the touchdown this time from 5 yards out.
That was Jordan Pelfrey.
Jordan Pelfrey.
Jordan Pelfrey, sorry about that. Can't see the numbers, Scott. So Jordan Pelfrey takes it in. That's 13 yards for him now. So big night for Johnson Central as Jordan Pelfrey gets in. It is now 42-0. And Randy, don't want to say anything, but this next point means that in the second half, if the score stays this way, they'll run the clock continuously.
That's a Kentucky Athletic Association rule.
That's right. He missed it. 42-0 Johnson Central. 3:47 to go here in the first half. We're back. By far the longest drive of the night.
Also, we had some subs in too. We thought every person in the backfield was a new kid.
Yeah, we've got running Johnson Central had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people touch the football so far in this game. Running backs. Kicking off. Here's down the middle again and going to be taken by Brown out there at about the 30. Turns around, comes back up the field, got some running room, drops to the outside. One man tried to run him down and they're chasing, got him and bring him down at about the Johnson Central 43-yard line. Dylan Brown's had a couple of nice kickoff returns and good position for Paintsville.
It looked like he got up a little limping with at that time, I think. Right?
He did indeed. He's been a busy man tonight. Paintsville gets it, good position, and let's see if Johnson Central, looks like they come pretty much with their first defense here. They may change some things up front. 62 into the game, I think, for Johnson Central. Travis Scott now, he plays in there.
Yep, Travis.
Yep, so looking for any new numbers, don't see them as yet.
No, this is Adam May on this side of defensive back.
Again, the man in the backfield, Dotterer, and Deaton wants to throws to the outside, and got the man there, going to be hit. And good job of staying up. That's number 12. The catch out there is Josh Hall, and I tell you what, he really fought his way through about 4 tackles, but they were trying to hammer him, and he made the catch.
Well, I know Harlow was coming through there going to try to make the tackle and stuff there. And before the whistle blew, and one of the Paintsville kids come out and just wiped him out. That's one thing about football all the time until the whistle blows. That head better be on the swivel because somebody's looking for it.
Give him 5 on the play and 4 on the play. 27 yards now for Deaton on the night. He's got some time, wants to throw. Now we've got a man down the sideline. Jude goes up and knocks it away. Same man again, trying to throw it down the sideline to Josh Hall. I think that was a broken play. I think Hall turned it up and went deep and hoped that Deaton could get it to him.
One thing about their wide receivers, you mentioned earlier in the game, Spike, but they look like they take off about a half a beat too quick, really.
They really take off very quickly, yeah. Corey Adams, 18. They are not throwing to him tonight, and I'm a bit surprised because he's got great speed, great hands.
I think he was coming in the game with number 1 receiver. Right?
That might have been.
I believe so.
They're not throwing to him. I actually haven't seen him in here for a while, so he may not be in the game. Tyler Deaton, again in the empty backfield. Third and about 5. He's got to go through.
Trace Richardson.
Richardson's hit him and then followed up by
73. Big Wilford, isn't he?
That's Jeff Wilford,
yeah.
280.
6'2", 280, senior.
Yep. Nice job. They'll sack Deaton for a 5-yard, 4-yard loss. And it'll be 4th and 10 for the Tigers. 2:18 on the clock, and I don't think they're going to, I really do not think that they are going to kick it away right now. Then 42-0. You'd like to have a score, save some rooms before you go into half.
I don't know. You really just, either way, I think you kick it away because you give Johnson Central short field. They've already showed they do it. I'd make them go the whole length if I could.
4th and 10. They got trips to the right. Man in motion is Deaton. Ball's
on the ground.
Brown has to go back and get it. Johnson Central pressuring and going to throw it, and is it going to be caught? It is going to be caught
still short
by Blitzer. That was a great throw. A good job by Brown, but it's going to be good for 9 yards. Patrick Blitzer will make the catch, his first of the night. Dylan Brown now 1 of 2. They brought Deaton in motion, going to throw it, but just a yard short. And again, the bad snap is all the problem for Paintsville. That'll be Johnson Central's football at the 34-yard line. Got 50 coming into the game for Johnson Central. That's Josh McCarty, a junior, into the game. 53 is in the game. Josh Lackey, he's been in.
Yeah, he just moved from center to tackle.
Yeah, can't see him in the middle there. Here we go. Johnson Central.
Looks like they got Hall as quarterback.
J.K. Hall, the quarterback. The snap. Going to give it up the middle and going to be about 4 yards on the run. Chase Richardson. 68 yards for Chase on 8 carries. Second and 6 for Johnson Central. The clock runs at 1:20 of the first half. 42 to nothing, Johnson Central.
In Johnson Central's first half.
Yep. Paintsville will go on the wing this time. J.J. Jude on the other. Bratton is in the backfield. They're going to give it to Bratton off the right side. He hits, going to spin forward, gets close to the first down, but I think he'll be just short. Give him about 5 on the carry. Bratton's second carry, 5 yards. It'll bring up third down. Boy, that's a good spot, isn't it? And they still say short. 51 seconds. Johnson Central will not call the timeout. 42 to nothing, Johnson Central. Pelfrey is on the right wing again, and Sayers is on the left wing. Here's the snap. Going to give it to him again. Bratton, fullback, takes it over the 45 to the 47-yard line. He'll pick up about 5 more, and the first down, Johnson Central. 32 seconds to go in this first half. The Golden Eagles leading 42 to nothing.
Probably get about 1 play in. This should be the last play of the first half.
And Johnson Central content with a couple of new linemen in the game and a couple of running backs in the game to just run the football.
You know, the kids he put in back are not seniors, they're sophomores and juniors.
J.K. Hall gives it inside on the shut.
Let's see, that's Sayers.
Sayers going to get about 9 on the carry, but that's going to be about it. As should do it. 7 seconds, clock runs. Sayers will get 9 on the carry, and that will do it in this first half. As Johnson Central at the half leading us in 42 to nothing. We're going to take this. Was the Citizens National Bank Player of the Game. $50 in that player's name will be donated to the Academic Scholarship Fund of Johnson Central High School. Their second half kickoff getting ready here in the Anthem Bowl, brought to you by Mountain Apothecary, 834 South Mayo Trail in Paintsville. They're a full-service pharmacy featuring licensed pharmacists on duty at all times. Mountain Apothecary also features a full line of non-prescription healthcare products just for you. Phone 789-6150. The Golden Eagles will go back deep. Ian Welch is on in the middle. J.K. on one side and J.J. Jude on the other, and we're set to go. Paintsville kicks off right to left. It's an end over end. Going to hit it about to Johnson Central 23. Going to pick up there by Jude. Jude looking for some place to go and turns, spins 360 and runs right into a blue shirt, knocked down up the 30-yard line. Johnson Central takes over just inside the 130 to start this second half. They lead it 42 to nothing.
It's like they're running the clock now. I thought it was 43 points. Must be 42 because as soon as they kicked off, or they stop it now.
Now they stop it, yeah.
That's Pat?
Yes, sir.
The one thing I know Central coming into this is to come out with no injuries. At the end of the first half of action, on the last play, Ryan Harlow got hit low, and he's out right now on the sideline with his tail, with his foot wrapped, his ankle wrapped, and ice on it. He's injured right now.
Maybe a sprained ankle, whatever. Paintsville going to jam up in there again with 10 men. And Bill Stewart making a change. We're going to go on the counter. That's Nathan Dillon. Steps outside. Got some running room. One man to bring him down, and he does. Nice tackle right there. Boy, he was off to the races. That's Penix again. And Penix has played great on defense, hasn't he?
He sure has. He's made several one-on-one tackles.
Well, that's going to be 15 yards for Nathan Dillon and a first down. Dillon now has 5 carries, 43 yards. Well, the clock continues to run, but we don't know if it's going to be a continuous clock or not, and we will see. I think it's supposed to be 43 points, but I can't absolutely swear to that.
You know, it's 40. It could be 42.
There's the full high set. They're going to run counter. Chase Richardson bounces outside. Got some room straight up the middle. One man to bring him down, and again, big old tackle coming to get him. That is a great tackle for Paintsville. 76.
Is it 6 or 78? 78,
yeah. Corey Sexton, 6'4", 261, and a sophomore, and he drug Richardson down, and he was off to the races. So he'll go from the 44-yard line to the 35-yard line. That's going to be 6 and 15, 21 more yards for Chase Richardson. He has 89 now. First and 10, Johnson Central. The snap again. Second man through is going to be, is that Jude this time? Or is it Dylan?
We'll see. I know I saw Zach Sider in there also.
Number 11.
11.
Pelfrey. We don't want to miss that now, Scott.
I don't think Scott's going to let us miss it.
He's not going to let us.
Yeah, exactly right.
He'll pick up 3, maybe 4 on the carry, and it'll be second and a short 7 or a long 6 for Johnson Central.
The good thing about this back is these kids here, and he's putting in is all coming back next year.
They're pretty good kids. They're going to give it to the second man through. Jude bounces from one that's going to be hit and knocked down. Jude on the kickoff, and now on this play has done the 360, and when he's done the 360, Randy, he has run right into a blue defender.
Paintsville skilled people and stuff like that are real good, and they run to the ball pretty quick.
With J.J. Jude a yard on that carry. He now has 17 yards on 4 carries. Now they'll bring up 3rd and 5. Full house set again. Here's the snap. Going to dive it inside to Jude. Jude takes it down near the 26-yard line, maybe the 27-yard line.
Also, like I say, a new tight end, number 88, that's Travis Lackey, 6'1", 210 sophomore. He's a brother of the center, Josh Lackey, and they moved him out to guard when they put a new center in.
Jude gets 4, and it's going to be 4th and 1, so they are putting some people in. Here comes the first team back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 11 coming back in.
He might be punting well, 2 points for him.
I think they're coming in.
Long snap coming in.
I thought they were going to come in, and why would they punt from the 23-yard line?
It would be a good time to try a field goal.
Yeah, I guess. 8:48, and it looks like a punt, and Welch will punt it high end over end, and J.K. Hall trying to make the catch and does at the 2-yard line. So Johnson Central will punt it away, got it high. Welch did his job, and then J.K. catches it, they'll say, at the 4-yard line. I thought they would go for it right there, Randy, and make the first down and out in and score.
Way in Paintsville's territory.
Yeah, deep, but Jim Atney chose to kick it away, and we can't argue with that. Number 7 coming in, that's going to be Jake Silas into the ball game, late with the play.
Ms. Pike?
Yes, sir.
Talked with the referee before the play a while ago, and he said it was 45.
45. Okay. And we're going to get a timeout belonging to Johnson Central.
I believe that somebody forgot to tell the score. The clock operator is 45.
Well, they might have, but at any rate, Johnson Central's got to have a timeout. They don't have enough people on the field, so 8:36 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Johnson Central leading at 42-0. We're back in 30 seconds. Now Johnson Central gets their defensive misassignments out, and so it'll be Paintsville now with the football at their own 4-yard line. 1st and 10. Good punt by Ian Welch.
Good cover by Hall, too, but Kay running down, sprinting under and catching it.
Eaton takes the snap.
Wide open.
Run out to the right and going to have to throw down the field. Short, going to be intercepted. That's going to be Ian Welch again with the interception. His 2nd of the night, and Johnson Central, just like that, has the football back. Well, Welch has got 2 interceptions. Randy, you've been shot out this year to this point, but man, oh man, you missed it. You're on the phone ordering food.
I think, too, is Pike, the reason he's not intercepting as much as he had before is that he's playing a little different position.
That's true, too. And so Welch has his 2nd.
Yeah.
Randy keeps taking that hit off for driving us up the wall, doesn't he? That radio.
Where you going?
Here we go. We can hear you, Randy.
Oh, okay. All right, then. You want his mom's or his dad's house?
Here's the handoff straight up.
All right. I'll call you when I get game's over.
Well, we need to.
Bye.
I hope you don't say anything incriminating. They can hear you, son. You know that? I hope you never say anything incriminating because we listen to your whole conversation on the radio. Unplugging that don't help.
That's right. We're on the Marty, not on. Yeah, I was talking to my son. Got to take care of business.
We figured that out. Straight up the middle, nothing for Johnson Central there. It's second down. Here's the snap. Down the line on the dive, Jude. Jude takes it inside the 25, maybe to the 24-yard line. He'll pick up about 5, and it'll bring up second and maybe 5. Third, maybe 5. They're going to say mark it back outside the 25. There's third down. Man, Hurt coming off for Paintsville. Number 5 coming off holding shoulder. It's Brett Reynolds. Third down, Johnson Central. Here's the snap. J.K. Hall gives it inside. Jordan Pelfrey lost it, I think, and Paintsville's going to come up with it. Pelfrey went over top of the pile, got hit. And let's see what they say. Paintsville does get it. So the fumble, first turnover of the night for either team, Randy. Got it. So
Johnson Central, Welch intercepted and fumble.
Remember now, you don't have to unplug that over there. You need to turn it over here.
Yep. I forgot, like I said, we're on the Marty system and not Dr. Old.
Oh, I got to hear it all.
That's all right.
Didn't say anything about it, didn't you? 7:04, Paintsville gets it right back. That's first turnover on Johnson Central. Beaton is in the backfield by himself again. He wants to throw, looks, rolling to his right, being pressured back across the middle, and they're going to be caught by Dylan Brown. I think it will, but he was hit immediately. And I don't know if he gained anything on it or not. They need to play on this end of the field for a while. I can't say that.
That's right. Haven't we played most of the game on the opposite end where we're at?
Well, they're going to say as it is a completion, but it's going to be for no yards. So
It just helps your stats as a quarterback.
yep, gives you a better average, doesn't it? So, gives you a better average of completions. Second and 10. Here's the snap. Beaton wants to throw, looks, throws into the middle, and I don't know if the ball got tipped or what happened, but it went hard into the ground. Got some running room, gets away from one, but then hit and knocked down at about the 24-yard line. Going to get a 15-yard penalty on Johnson Central for a late hit. Almost dead certain of it. Personal foul, Johnson Central make it from the 24 to the 39-yard line, and that's going to be their first, second, third, fourth major penalty of the night, and you know Jim Matten is not going to be happy about that.
We got some people in the spot. We got number 2 for Johnson Central. That's Justin Van Goody's in on defense this time. Esco got 35 is a new one. 35 is Todd Sotz. That's who else we got. 88, that's Lackey in on defense also coming in as a tight end earlier. Who else we got?
Stephen Lester, defensive tackle.
Caleb Wilcox, number 51, a sophomore.
59 is Lester. Here's the snap. They're going to give it inside. That'll be Donner from the 39 out to the 42-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 on the carry. First carry of the second half, and it brings up second and 7 for the Paintsville team. Deaton comes over and gets to play himself this time. 6 minutes ago in the third.
Looks like Jude going out, and they come in number 15. Here's who's going out for him. Welch goes out.
Welch going out, sneaked off the field as though it was going to be an illegal substitution. Here's the snap. Deaton keeps it on the fake, spins away from one, gets it out over the 50 to the Johnson Central 47-yard line. That will be good for 10 yards and a first down.
It's Ross Sainer, number 15 for Johnson Central, coming in on defense.
That's a nice keep right there. 42 is going to go out. Brad's going to go out. They're going to bring Hoosley and play linebacker a little bit in that middle spot back there, Randy. So they're giving him a little shot there instead of the defensive end. So Bratton goes out. Hoosley is playing the linebacker. Van Goody also playing at that linebacker.
51-2 receiver there. It's a Caleb Wilcox, sophomore.
87, is that May outside?
That is, yes.
Sawyer's playing at the corner there. They're going to give it to Donner and get a knockdown. What a big play. Johnson Central in the backfield. Lackey.
Travis Lackey, number 88, you're right, boy. It's a good one-on-one tackle there.
Boy, that was huge. Donner Started in the hose, tried to step outside, and Lackey took his pins out from under him. A loss of 4 on the play. Second down and 14. Scott, what's the prevailing feeling over there now?
A little more hyped up right now than he was to start the ball game. They're getting excited because some of the youngsters going in making big hits like Lackey did on that one.
Big kids, so some of the other kids coming in making some big plays. They are indeed. Shotgun again, second and 14. 2 in the backfield with Deaton this time. He'll fake to the one running back. Wants to throw, going to be pressured. Knocked away. Got to spin back. Tries to get away. Another man misses him. And Oosley brings him down hard at about the original line of scrimmage. Deaton will get 4, maybe 5 back on the play. But Oosley waiting on him. And it'll be 4 for Deaton. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. And they go down to timeout. 3:52 on the third quarter clock. Paintsville wants a timeout. We'll take 1 minute of our own. Be back. Johnson Central leading at 43. Back as Paintsville takes the timeout. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. They're at the Johnson Central 47-48-yard line. Shotgun again as they need to get straight. And here's Deaton on the outside as Dylan Brown will be your quarterback. Deaton wide out, got one man, that's May on him, and they're going to try to throw to the outside. Brown wants to throw. Deaton trying to get something. Brown's going to be hit and knocked out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 8 for Dylan Brown, and it'll bring up 4th and about 2 for the Paintsville Tigers. So Dylan Brown gets his actual first carry of the night out of the backfield from the quarterback spot, and Deaton hurt a little bit. He was trying to block out here. Randy, I think Dylan Brown wanted Deaton to turn and go deep, and he came back and blocked, and Brown had to run the ball.
You're exactly right, Spike.
I'm busy talking to you about it. You don't know if I'm right or not.
No, I watched that play. Yeah, I did that one. But you're right, too. You must have children, too. You said you wanted to come up and wanted money. Sure enough.
She comes smiling at us for one reason. Is, Daddy, I need money.
Yeah, me and Marty wanted me to give her more. He said, oh, it's not enough. That's not enough. So.
Twins both ways. 4th and 2 for Paintsville. They're going to give it on the run. Dylan Brown trying to make it, not going to make it. He gets knocked down at about the 40-yard line. He won't gain anything. That'll do it. He kept the ball. 35 was in there for Johnson Central. That was Todd Seitz along with 88, Travis Lackey, and a lot of the defenders for Johnson Central. So that second group does a nice job defensively.
They sure do, and all of them young kids going to come back next year.
They are coming back, and we keep reminding you that, but this Johnson Central team's got quite a few ball players that will return next year. First down, Johnson Central. J.K. Hall is your quarterback. Tanner Bratton still is your fullback. They're going to give it to him off the left side, looking for some running room. He's got running room as he'll go for about 10, maybe a little bit short, giving 9 officially. There's 19 yards now on 4 carries, and Scott getting a lot of youngsters getting ready to play, and if the Golden Eagles could put another score on the board, we'd run the clock the rest of the time.
Yeah, they're all gathered around Coach Matney too. They're wanting in really bad. And before we go back, I'd like to give props to the Water Girls. They're keeping me and really refreshed down here.
Well, okay then. Here's going to give it to Bratton outside. He's got some running room up the sideline. About 3 blue shirts go flying as Bratton runs into him and takes it all the way inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. 11 more yards for Bratton. And he now has 30 on the night, and it just looks to me like they're going to give him some runs. Tanner Bratton, they're going to give him some runs.
Oh, yeah, instead of where he goes in most time blocks or gets the ball every once in a while when Dylan in.
Fan club?
That is, yeah.
Okay. First down, Johnson Central. They're calling you now.
Yeah, they are.
At the 38-yard line of Paintsville. Here's the snap. They'll give it inside, and that was going to be, not sure who that was.
See when he gets up.
Number 11. Jordan Pelfrey going to be good for maybe a yard. Yep, to about the 37. So he now has 4 carries, 18 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd and 9 for the Golden Eagles. Clock runs at 2:06 of the third quarter. J.K. Hall's your quarterback. Here's the snap. They give it to the second man. Jude steps up, got some running room, and cut down. Ball's on the ground, but they're going to say the ground caused the fumble.
They're going to say he's down. He ran in there. You know he says down. Usually when there's a fumble, they start throwing those bean bags to try to mark the spots.
Giving 9 on the carry. Jude now has 35 yards on the night. And it's 3rd and 1 for the Golden Eagles. If they don't make it here at the 30-yard line, will they punt?
No.
Well, they did the last time.
Yeah, they did. I don't think they want to this time. I think he just wanted to practice Welch's punting skills.
Well, he did a good job. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Here's the snap. Here's the dive. That's going to be Jude, and I don't think he's going to make it. It is going to be 4th and 1. They tried to dive him outside, and he's knocked down at the 30. He'll get nothing there. Brings up 4th down for the Golden Eagles.
They're going to mark that about a 2-yard loss.
Well, they sure did. Holy smokes. Well, brings up 4th down and about 2.5. And Scott, it looks like he's at the line of scrimmage. Are you close?
I'm right on right beside of the marker, and the referee took 2 steps back, and he didn't make it to the line of scrimmage.
He did?
Did not.
Oh, he did not. Okay, well, that's a good spot then. Here's the snap. Quick toss outside. Jude looking. No block.
Really?
And he's going to be at the 30-yard line, and that won't be enough, I don't think, Scott.
No, they're already going ahead and calling it. He's about a yard short.
The big tackle pulled out and turned up inside. If he'd have looked and got a block, but if he'd looked outside and kicked the corner out, I think Jude would have made it, but we'll get maybe a yard back on it, but that's it, and it's going to go back to Paintsville with 37 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Johnson Central is, I don't know if they put it in cruise control, but they're certainly getting to play a lot of kids so far in this second half, and they continue to lead at 42-0. That was your score at the end of the first half.
I'm impressed with their young defensive kids coming in and stuff. They've held their passing game in check. Paintsville's passing game in check.
They really are. Deaton's in the backfield. No, that's Dylan Brown in the backfield. Deaton's out wide. And they're going to give and go, and it's wide over his head. Man, hit from the backside was Dylan Brown. Big 88 hammered him again. Lackey again. And Deaton came down, sat down, and then went on a stop and go. And he's wide open, and the defensive back should thank Mr. Lackey profusely. Incomplete.
Number 87, I think it's Adam Mays, but he plays a lot of varsity with all the other kids and stuff. So he needs to do a little better job than that.
He's thinking interception, buddy.
Oh, that's right. We know what they think.
He's out there again. This time they'll go trips to the right. And still going to be Dylan Brown in the backfield. Deaton's out to the right. And Brown is going to come on the reverse to Deaton. And Deaton is going to lose yardage. And DJ is in the linebacker spot. And
he's waiting on him.
Scott, they're playing him pretty well. And Oosley did a heck of a job, though.
I'd say in the last couple of weeks, DJ Oosley has just been outstanding. Not to pick any individual player out, but he's been all over the field, it seems like, the last couple of weeks.
He really has, and he just sat in that linebacker spot, didn't take that fake, and read it and made the play. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Johnson Central continues to lead at 40.
Look like 16 Nick Banks coming in for Johnson Central.
Here's that little slip screen, and that's going to be Butcher's got some running room. He's up the field, one man to get him, and knocks him out at the Johnson Central 45-yard line. That's going to be good for about 28 yards as they finally got the ball to Butcher. He has 2 carries, 37 yards now.
That was a tackle by Zach Sire. That's him running down. A little slant pattern he ran.
He just ran that little inside slant and slip screen, and boom, he took off with it, didn't he?
Sure did look like some new linemen come in, maybe 2. We got 67. Let's see who that is. 67, Jared Blair for Johnson.
6'5", 305 on a senior. That's a big boy.
52, we don't have him on the roster.
Dylan Brown remains the quarterback. Deaton is by himself over here this time to the right. Trips to the left. They're going to throw the little slip screen again the other way, running room, and falling down, being tripped up after about 14 yards is going to be Andy Penix. It'll be his first catch of the night, but it's going to be good for 14. And Brown is now 3 for 5 for 51 yards. most of it coming in the last 2 throws. 67 comes out now. Randy will bring a pass rusher in for it. First down. Here's the snap. Ball's on the ground. Brown has to pick it up and run for his life again. Rolling to his right and looking for some running room. He's got a little bit. Steps around 1, steps around 2, steps around 3, and takes it inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Nice job, Dylan Brown. That's going to be good for 18 yards. Dylan Brown on the run. And another first down at the Johnson Central 14-yard line. 10:37 on a fourth quarter clock. Johnson Central leading at 42-0.
Kirsten's daughter not had the ball, even though stuff is a lone back. I figured he'd give him his ball a little more spot.
I would have thought that too, but they've been running wild. We're going to get a timeout, and the timeout belongs to Johnson Central. 10:19 remaining in the game. Johnson Central leading. Well, here we go after the Johnson Central timeout. Paintsville has it at the Johnson Central 14-yard line. 10:19 to go in the ball game. Here's the snap. They lose it on the ground, and I think Johnson Central got it back.
We'll see who digs in the Central head. We'll see who digs it out of the pile.
Van Goody, I think, came up with it.
Van Goody, Scott saying, came up with it. Go ahead. He was on the blitz, and Dollar remembered to get the ball in the belly, and he slipped right down his leg, and Van Goody coming at the right place at the right time. And the turnover, and Johnson Central gets it back. 10:11 to go in the game. J.K. Hall runs in late with the play. Again, a lot of the second-team players there. Is that 93 or 83? Is that Derek Johnson, a freshman, or Brody Mullins? And here's the running back off the right side. That is going to be J.K. Hall, keeps it, and he'll be good for about, looks like about 7 or 8 yards. Again, it is hard for me to see down at that far side, but going to make it 8 for J.K. Hall. And J.K., second time he's touched it tonight. The other time he touched it was 73 yards on the play. 2nd and 2, Johnson Central. We'll keep it outside. J.K. on the option, coming up the left side. He's at the 35, 38, 39-yard line. And that's going to be good for another 11 yards and another Johnson Central first down. 92 yards now for J.K. Hall. 1st and 10, start it and run it, and here we go. Wasting no time rolling that clock, are they?
Yeah, absolutely not. Well, the goalie rolled in the chain crew and he started running down. They was dead sprint down through there.
They had to hurry. Johnson Central breaks the huddle. They'll take as much time in each snap as they can. Zach Sayers on there, along with Pelfrey. And here comes Hall. He's going to cut it up again, going to keep it again, cuts back against the grain, one man to beat. He's at the 40, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, 5, touchdown Johnson Central. J.K. Hall will take it the distance as he counted up, and will take it in for the touchdown, this time from 61 yards away.
Happy birthday to him.
Yes, that's exactly right, Scott. That's a big birthday present. 4 carries, 151 yards, and a touchdown. Not a bad night, is it? Well, Johnson Central is going to kick, and Davis will try the extra point. 48-0 Johnson Central. Here's the snap down there below the whistle very quickly. I'm not sure what. That man on this side's thrown that flag a lot tonight, hasn't he?
He sure has for some reason.
Offside Johnson Central again. That's encroachment when you line up outside. That's the first 2 calls I've seen like that in about 3 years where the offense lines up outside.
We're going to see how the track will do look at the ball.
Well, let's see. This is good, though. This is like a field goal now. Going to kick it from the 15. It'll be a 25-yard field goal. Let's see if they can do it.
The last one he kicked would have been good from this area. So
there's the snap. The kick is up, and they're going to blow the whistle again. And it is really good. So good, hard kick by Davis is good. Johnson Central leads at 49-0. 7:42 to go. The kick is on the ground and going to be taken at about the 41-yard line. So the kick on the ground by Johnson Central. And looking to see who that was, 53. I don't have him on there. For Paintsville, but he did a good job of covering it. Paintsville gets it to 41. Randy, you got the numbers for us.
I sure do, Spike. It went 76 total yards. Took 3 plays and 1 minute 21 seconds off the clock.
And who carried it all 3 times?
That was Mr. J.K. Hall.
Yes, he did. And Johnson Central getting yet another defensive players into the game, and they'll have to hurry. This looks like a fire drill right here. How many they got on there? About 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they're good. Here's the snap. They're going to keep it right up the middle. That's going to be Brown. Brown coming to the outside. 1 man to beat and knocked down and out of bounds. They'll call 15-yard penalty. No, they won't.
No flag.
It might be a little late, but Brown keeps it all the way down to the Johnson Central 30. It's going to be 39 yards on the carry for Dylan Brown.
Every time a new group wins the Johnson Central, Spike looks like they're getting a little shorter.
Yeah, they do. Well, they do. 65 yards now for Dylan Brown from the quarterback spot. Brown takes the snap. Going to give it to Daughter. Daughter bounces the outside, looking for some running room. Going to be all the way into the end zone. He will from 30 yards out, and Daughter is in at 5:02 of the fourth quarter as Nehemiah Daughter will take it in. Paintsville gets on the board at 5:02, and I have to mark that down, Randy, right now, because when I look up, it won't be 5:02 left to clock into.
Well, exactly right. 4:43 in the running clock.
They do not stop the clock for much of anything except an injury or a called timeout. And Paintsville is going to try the extra point kick, and that's going to be number 70, Ricky Hall, to try to
He goes with kickoff for him also.
He's a straight-on kicker, kicks it up and through. Good kick. He got a nice, strong leg, the old-fashioned kicker, Lou Groza type. It's good. 49-7. Here's your score. We're going to take you away for this 1
seconds off the clock.
That's pretty good.
Total of 58.
58 yards. And here's the kick. Line drive taken by DJ Oosley. Look out. The big guy says, I ain't going down. I'm going to run with it. And he's going to be hit at the 50-yard line, knocked down there, and Johnson Central will have it right at midfield stripe with the clock running at 2:52. Well, this one is just a matter of running it out. Johnson Central's going to go to 6-0. Paintsville's going to go to 4-2 on the season. They'll get some more younger kids into the game now, I think. There's number 8 coming in, 77 coming in, number 22 coming in. 8 is Trent Burchett, 77 is P.J. Pack, 22 is in, he'll come back out. Seth Gerald. Johnson Central with the ball, and J.K. Hall has it. Here's the snap, going to give it to Jude. Jude trying to get outside. He's got some running room now, trying to get down the sideline. And he is at the 30-yard line. That'll be good for about 20 yards for J.J. Jude and the Johnson Central first down. Clock continues to run under a minute. It's been a really nice night for Johnson Central to get to play a lot of the other kids. And hats off to Jim Matney. Probably could have named the score if he wanted to name it.
We put him in a little earlier than I probably would have, but it's all right.
You got this killer instinct about you when it comes to coaching.
Could be. I've been accused of that.
It's 134. They'll give it coming to Jude the other way. He's got some running room. Bounces outside.
Good block by Bratton.
Looking for another block and going to be knocked out at about the 10-yard line, the 9-yard line. So that's going to be good for 21 more yards for Jude. He now has 77 yards on the night. And we've got a timeout as man coming off. They stopped the clock.
Number 15 for Paintsville. Cody Reynolds.
Yep, played a lot tonight. He looks okay now, but his ankle looked like it was tore up a little bit. He's going to walk off on his own accord. 113.
That's what both teams, their goal was by coming out of this game and no one hurt.
Yep.
God help you.
That has to be the goal because both these teams looking to win district championships.
And maybe regional titles.
Here's the snap. Hall wants to throw. Nothing there. Now he's going to run to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, J.K. Hall. He'll go in from 9 yards out. J.K. Hall. 66 yards on the night now, and Johnson Central makes it 55-7 with 49 seconds as the clock runs. And that should just about do it, don't you think?
I would say they will. 40 seconds to go as they're still winning. This will be the last play.
Davis will try the extra point. Here's the snap. It bounces, and all he can do is up and throw it, and he does. And he had no choice to shoot it up and throw it. And it's going to be no good. It's going to be 55-7. It's going to be your final score. And Johnson Central's going to win it.
2 minutes and 52 seconds off the clock.
There we go, boys.
Raise it up, boys. Where's that barrel at?
Wait! Press boost! Do it again!
Spread the waters.
Yeah, Coach.
Everybody get around us, I get a picture.
Guys, you did a wonderful job tonight. I thought they came out and they played hard for a while. Give them credit where credit's due. But I don't think there was any doubt on this field tonight as who the best team was. Yeah! Woo! I don't think there's any doubt in anybody's mind if you are raised in this county where you need to go play football, is it? You did a wonderful job. I'm proud of you. I appreciate all of our fans. I appreciate our Boosters Club. It's not easy to take care of 80-some kids, but we're doing a good job. And you're doing a great job of taking care of these kids, and we appreciate it. It's first class every week. First class, you did a wonderful job. I love you. I appreciate you. There is no doubt where the best school in this county is.
Exactly right.
It's black and gold, right? I don't care if it's academics, cheerleading, band, it don't matter. The best is at our place, and I appreciate it. 5 in a row, right? Yeah! Okay. This is all nice. It's all nice. Keep yourself humble. I'm not the greatest person in the world to tell you this stuff, but God has a way of humbling you when your head gets too big. I can promise you I've been humbled many times in my life. And I can promise you that you will get humbled too if your head swells up too much. You understand? You've done a great job. Jealousy hasn't sneaked in. Our team loves each other. Our parents love each other. This is a great year. Let's keep it going a great year, right? All right. Guys, I love you and appreciate you. Where's Coach Reeves at? Sometimes I feel like my prayers only go about this far. All right, here we go.
Father, in Jesus' name, we give you praise and glory. We thank you, Father. Father, we ask that you would heal our injuries, Father, in Jesus' mighty name. We're going to give you all the praise and glory in Jesus' mighty name again. And amen.
Amen. All right. Okay. Hey, if we can get a picture with everybody behind it, and then the seniors take it off. Here we go. Let's go, everybody.
Hey, sit down. Go, DJ. Okay. Everybody, right here.
We need 2 hands on this.
Roll, baby!
Get pushing the back.
That's a whole hand. Whole handful. Handage. It's